The rain started before the girl even knew she was lost. It fell slowly at first, like a warning. Then it grew heavier, louder, as if the sky itself was crying for her. Amina stood by the roadside in Lagos, holding a small nylon bag close to her chest. Her wrapper was tied tightly around her waist, her slippers wet with mud, her eyes searching every passing face. She had no phone. No direction. No way back home. And the worst part, she did not even know if she still had a home to return to. Just 3 months earlier, Amina had never imagined her life would turn like this. She was only 18. She had just finished junior high school in her small village. Life there was simple. Her parents were farmers. They worked under the hot sun every day, growing cassava and maize just to survive. They were poor, but there was love in their home. Every evening, Amina would sit beside her mother, listening to stories while helping to peel vegetables. Her mother was often weak and sick, but she always smiled at Amina. "You will go far," her mother would say softly. "You will not suffer like us." Amina believed her. She dreamed of going to senior high school. She wanted to become someone important. Someone who could take care of her parents. So when her father called her one evening and said, "You are going to Lagos," her heart jumped with excitement. Lagos. She had heard many stories about the big city. Tall buildings. Bright lights. Opportunities everywhere. "You will work there for a short time," her father said. "Just during the holiday. You will earn money and continue your education." Amina was happy. She hugged her father tightly. "Thank you, Papa," she said. But what she did not know was that her father had already collected 3 months of her salary before she even stepped into Lagos. The journey to Lagos was long and tiring, but Amina did not complain. She sat quietly in the bus, looking out the window, imagining a better future. When they arrived, everything felt too fast, too loud, too different. Cars were everywhere. People were rushing. Nobody seemed to have time. The agent who brought her did not smile much. He spoke quickly and led her through busy streets until they stopped in front of a big house. "This is where you will walk," he said. Amina nodded, her heart beating fast. The gate opened. And that was where her real story began. The woman who owned the house was rich, strict, and cold. She looked at Amina from head to toe, like someone inspecting an object. "So this is the girl?" she asked. "Yes," the agent replied. The woman nodded slowly. "She will do." Amina forced a small smile. She thought this was the beginning of something good. She was wrong. The next morning, the woman called her. "There are rules in this house," she said firmly. "You must follow them." Amina stood quietly. "No phone. No stealing. No money on you. You do only what you are told." Amina's heart dropped. "No phone?" she asked softly. The woman looked at her sharply. "Yes. No phone. But I need to call my parents," Amina said. "My mother is not well. I am new here." The woman did not let her finish. "Drop the phone," she said. "Or leave my house." Amina froze. Leave? Where would she go? I can call my father first," she asked. "Call him," the woman said coldly. "But if you stay, that phone goes." Amina rushed to her room and called her father. Her hands were shaking. "Papa," she said, her voice breaking. "They said I cannot use my phone. What should I do?" There was silence for a moment. Then her father spoke. "My daughter, please stay," he said slowly. "Just endure. I have already collected money from them." Amina felt something break inside her. "Papa, what do you mean?" "I will explain later," he said quickly. "Just stay, Please. For us. The call ended. Amina stared at the phone. Tears rolled down her face. That was the moment she realized she was not free. The next day, the agent came and took her phone. Just like that, her only connection to home was gone. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. The work became harder. She woke up early. Slept late. Cleaned, cooked, washed, carried, every single day. Sometimes she felt invisible. Sometimes she felt like she did not matter. But she stayed. Because she had no choice. 2 months later, another girl arrived. Her name was Grace. She was 20 years old, calm and kind. From the first day, Amina felt less alone. They talked quietly when they could. They laughed softly, shared stories, and encouraged each other. It was the only light in their difficult days. One evening changed everything. They were in their room, talking in their language, laughing for the first time in days. Then suddenly, a phone fell from Grace's hand. The room went silent. The door opened. The woman stood there, her face full of anger. Neither of them spoke. They knew they had broken the rules. The punishment came the next morning. At 4 a.m., they were woken up. No greeting. No explanation. Just work. They worked non-stop. No food. No water. Hours passed. Their bodies grew weak, but they continued. The woman watched them closely. By midnight, they could barely stand. Finally, she spoke. Grace, pack your things. Leave. Grace did not argue. She only nodded slowly. She had expected it. She packed her bag quietly. The woman searched everything before letting her go. Amina's heart was racing. Was she next? As Grace stood outside, Amina quickly took some clothes she had bought and gave them to her. Keep this for me, she whispered. Grace nodded. Then something unexpected happened. As Amina walked toward the kitchen, she noticed the woman's bedroom door was open. She paused. Her heart beat faster. She stepped inside slowly. On the bed was a big bag. She opened it. Money. So much money. Her hands shook. She thought of her suffering. Her lost phone. Her father's words. Her sick mother. Before she could think twice, she took some money and hid it inside her wrapper. Then she rushed out. Later, the woman told her to pack her things too. Amina's heart almost stopped. She packed quickly. The woman searched her bag. Nothing. Then, just as Amina was about to leave. Untie your wrapper, the woman said. Amina froze. My mother gave it to me, she said quickly. It is still mine now, the woman replied. Amina's body trembled. Just then, the woman's phone rang from inside the house. She turned and went to answer it. In those few seconds, Amina quickly removed the money from her wrapper and hid it inside her bag. When the woman returned, everything looked normal. She walked Amina to the gate. Grace was waiting outside. They walked away together. Neither of them spoke for a while. Then Grace called the agent. He did not come. He said he was in another city. Soon, they were alone. Completely alone. At the motor park, the sky grew dark. Rain was coming. Grace knew her way home but had no money. Amina did not know her way, but she had money. She gave some to Grace. Grace smiled for the first time that day. Thank you, she said. They hugged. Then they went their separate ways. Amina entered a bus without knowing exactly where she was going. She only had one hope. Her aunt. She had heard she lived somewhere in Oja. The journey felt endless. She asked questions. walked around, got lost again and again. Until finally, she saw her. Her aunt was standing in front of a small shop. Amina ran to her and burst into tears. Everything came out. The pain. The betrayal. The suffering. Her aunt listened quietly, then held her tightly. "You are safe now," she said. Amina stayed with her aunt. Slowly, she began to heal. But she kept everything a secret. Back in the village, her parents were worried. One day, her father called the aunt. "Have you seen Amina?" he asked. "The agent said she is missing." The aunt paused. Then she said, "No. I have not seen her." After the call, there was tension at home. Her mother cried. "You sent her away," she said. "Now we don't know where she is." Her father had no answer. Meanwhile, in Lagos, Amina sat quietly outside her aunt's shop one evening. The sky was calm. No rain. She looked ahead, lost in thought. She had lost so much. But she had also found something. Strength. And maybe a new beginning. Because sometimes, the place you get lost is the place you finally find yourself.